Online coaching is a massive failure. Yes, you heard me right. Nearly a month after private schools and colleges started online classes, the hype around the new arrangement and technology are slowly fading away. The private schools have accepted the reality that this is a big failure and this is a big concern. The pandemic has pushed everyone to adapt to this form of education as this is the only way of imparting knowledge currently. Now, efforts like sending notes through social media groups, sending recorded videos on experimental basis has been taken up. But the question is, how effective is this form of education? What does the future of education look like? And more importantly, what is the reason behind the massive failure? So this video addresses some of the reasons why online education is failing, and I am making this video as a student who has been learning online from almost a month now and has been experiencing all of the above mentioned problems. So if you agree with me, then please go ahead and share this video to find a solution to all these mentioned problems. Number 1, lack of discipline. Behind every successful man, discipline has played a very important role. Rules and regulations are predefined by the management and students are expected to do their best. Discipline becomes a habit and this promotes them to a successful being. Daily classes, assignments, group projects, vivas, mock test, Q&A, report writing and maintaining the decorum of the class are all a part of students' life. But in online classes, there is no fear of failure in examination or fear of teachers. Students are free. You might have definitely seen this viral video of a senior professor who was harassed by the students during the online lecture. Repeated bad words were given to the professor by the students by hiding their real names and their profile pictures. Freedom is good, but too much freedom, especially for students, often ends up in something that is not good for them or for others around them. Continuous learning and taking classes regularly is very important to become knowledgeable and to master any subject, but you cannot acquire all the knowledge. A part of it can only be achieved through activities like notes writing, assignments, research, fieldwork, group discussion, and more importantly through practical implementation of that particular subject. All of the above mentioned factors easily gets ignored when the lecture is being conducted online. So what about the character formation? Nothing can force people to be disciplined, and the funny thing is that robots have got no fear or any other emotion that we human beings have. Number 2, ready-made answers. When a question is asked in an offline class, students are usually forced to answer that particular question based on their knowledge and creativity. When the same question is asked in an online class, students can easily research it on Google and answer the same question in just a matter of seconds. And the same with teachers as well. Some teachers send a copy of various doc files or they simply share the YouTube video links related to that particular topic. They believe that these videos are self-explanatory and there is no real-time explanation happening. This is not at all good. The role of technology in shaping the future of education is undeniable and every single aspect of online education is fully dependent on technology. It means that a slight failure in any of the component, be it poor network connection, mismatch between audio and video, delay in screen sharing, audio glitches and break in between, and a hell lot of minute factors might lead to wrong information or knowledge being spread. Students have only one chance while they ask the question to understand the core part of the topic. They need a real-time answer filled with creativity and knowledge. If teachers are producing ready-made answers without understanding the curiosity of the learners, then you can definitely predict in which direction the future of the students are going. Number 3, less creativity and more instruction. The emanation of creativity comes in students' mind during the class. In a real classroom, teachers do the analysis of the mind and the behavioral activities of the students before they start teaching. Then they teach the students based on their absorption power and power of learning. This is not possible for teachers in front of a camera. Yes, teachers can give instruction, but they are unable to emanate the creativity in the minds of students by using the camera. And if students are not able to feel the presence or thought of a teacher in the classroom, then I feel that they haven't learned the lesson. They will be able to pass the examinations, but I can guarantee that they will explain the same topic in 5 different ways to 5 different people when the lecture gets over. Moreover, group activities, group discussion, field work, exploring places is not at all possible through this method. It is through these experiences that a student learns more about the subject as well as more about himself. Genius teachers and genius students are definitely an exception, but teaching a set of instructions is not teaching, and instructions in the minds of students is not knowledge. This is called copy and paste. So will the imagination and the creativity of a student get limited for the rest of his life, or will they remain bookworms with no practical knowledge? Number 4, tough to find an environment to study. In schools and colleges, students have usually got a proper environment to study. They are committed to learning with creativity and discipline. To explore creativity, students should be given a proper environment to study. When conducting lectures from home, you have got a very few chance of creating an environment like this. It obviously requires support from other family members too. This is not possible, especially in joint families. And this is the biggest drawback. Even constant notification and phone calls might be really disturbing. Offline classroom is highly focused on the topic and no one can disturb that. But the main concern is for those students who have taken admission in a new college or a new institution. They are forced to join a portal with a group of complete strangers. College festivals, annual day, sports day, etc. are all a part of college life. It is through these experiences that a student gets a chance to showcase his talent. We all learn to get out of our comfort zone, to learn to work in cooperation with other people of different opinion and nature. We get a chance to explore our leadership skills. You learn to spend quality time with others. And most importantly, you take away various learnings which will help you in the real world. Education has continued to evolve, diversify and extend its reach since the dawn of the human history. But the main aim of education has never been just academic studies. But real education focuses on the overall development of the child. So will the school and the colleges only focus on academics in online mode of education, and will other factors get discarded? Number 5. Information overloaded. I know that you're agreeing with me on the topic that today we have got information about almost everything, or we have got the tools to get it quickly. Information is coming to our brain from various sources. We live in a world wherein we take an important life decision based on the top 10 Google search results. So learners usually don't have an option other than what he or she is getting from the source. Too much information in the brain of the reader doesn't provide him the space to think creatively, use imagination power and think creatively on answers of the teachers. Various PDF files, PPTs and other YouTube video links are being circulated using various social media groups. A student is left in dilemma as to which one to refer, and most of the institutions haven't yet issued soft copies of textbooks or any other study material. So where is the study material? Our teachers are carving the future of our students, and our students are the future of this country. There should be a separate training program held for teachers which teaches them to conduct lectures more effectively. Online lectures shouldn't be a one-way conversation, but it should be a group discussion. Various engaging team building activities should be held to increase the interest of the students. Separate sessions should be held to understand the difficulties and the problems of students and to clear out their doubts. A proper study material should be provided so that they can refer it at any time. And moreover, we must understand the efforts put in by teachers and we must appreciate the same. The decorum of the class should be maintained. Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. And if you want to change the world, online coaching is a modern opportunity for you. My motive behind this video is not to make you negative about online classes. In fact, I am in favor of both. Online and offline classes have got different advantages and disadvantages. But interaction with a live person is a complete different story. We used to say learn from everyone. But how to learn from everyone should be given a thought. I haven't mentioned any institution's name in this video. It may be about you or it may not be about you. So if you are a student, then use this video as a tool to point out the various leakages of online coaching. And if you agree with me, then please share this video. I'm looking forward to hear about your experiences in the comment section below. That's all I have for this video. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep smiling, keep spreading smiles and stay happy all day, every day, everywhere.